There was a conviction recently of a terrorist, Boko Haram. I believe his name is Husseini Ismail. He was convicted for 20 years by a high court. He was a Boko Haram terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, I think, last week, and his own conviction said life sentence. I don't understand why one terrorist is getting 20 years and the other is getting a life sentence if you're saying that. I think Pastor made a good point. There's this idea that justice is served differently, and it affects the problem. Mr. Speaker, I'll conclude by saying this. I've been an advocate of state police. I've sought the wisdom of more experienced members like Honorable Sada Soli, Honorable Adodogwa, even yourself and the Speaker. I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Somebody said that earlier. We cannot be sitting in Abuja and expecting operations to be efficient in Benue. We have to go back to communal policing. You that are older than us always tell us there was a time when if a guest comes to a community, everybody knows him. We have to get the traditional leaders involved and go back to state policing. This parliament, under your leadership, and I know the excellent work you're doing in the Constitutional Review Committee.
That was Honorable Bello, El-Rufai, the son of the former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. He is not an Igbo man. He is not an Igbo man. Just in case you have the plans to make this issue a tribal issue, remember that he is not an Igbo man. Because when there is an issue on ground, a national issue, instead of us to treat it as Nigerians, we would rather make it a tribal issue, defending lies in the face of truth. Defending lies because the person is from your tribe. He is not an Igbo man. Okay, let's assume that Nnamdi Kanu was guilty. Let's all assume, let's all agree as Nigerians that he was guilty. Let's not see the issue as a tribal issue. Let's agree that he was guilty before Nigerians, before the whole world. Why punish people differently? Two people committed an offense. You are giving them different punishment for the same offense. Different punishment, and yet you still believe that everybody is equal before the law. You convicted a terrorist for 20 years and you convicted Nnamdi Kanu for life. Let's assume that they both committed the same crime. Let's assume that. You convicted one for 20 years and you convicted the other one for life. Why? I thought everyone was equal before the law. Do you not see that everything is wrong with the judicial system? Gone are the days when the judiciary was the hope, the last hope of the common man. It is no longer like that. It is now the hope of the highest bidder. If you have money, if you can make things happen in your favor, there are people there who would make it happen. Just have money. They would make things happen in your favor. Two people committed the same crime. You punished one by convicting him for 20 years, and you punished the second one by convicting him for life imprisonment. Where is the justice? Where is the equality before the law? That is the problem. We are not saying that you should not deal with issues accordingly, but be fair enough. Be just. That is what we are saying. Don't make it look like you have a problem with one person because of their tribe. Don't make it look like you have a problem with one person because of their tribe. Then we are not one. If you are judging it by tribe, we are not one. That's the problem. People would make the law. The same people would break the law. It is only in Nigeria that people would make the law The same people who made the law would break the law and go scot-free because they are above the law. Forget about what they teach in secondary school or what they taught you in secondary school, in government. It does not happen in reality. They are not practiced. I'm sure you have observed that they are not practiced. Just read them to pass the exam, but in reality, expect the opposite. That is all I have to tell you. Two people committed a crime, the same crime, different punishments. Is it not funny? Is it not funny?